probably because you are a project manager, aspiring project manager, or someone looking at switching to project manager as a career, project management as a career. All right, so today we are looking at an interesting topic, PMP, Prince2 or portfolio, what actually gets you hired as a project manager. Okay, and today is going to be different. I want it to be a bit interactive, all right? Which means I will engage in us. So if you are in a place where you can talk, I will appreciate if you can unmute yourself, and share your perspective, all right? So we can all learn from each other, all right? So from the topic, it actually throws up a question, okay? Saying PMP brings to a portfolio, what actually gets you hired as a project manager? And I would like maybe one or two persons to share their thoughts, from their experience or what they believe, gets PMs hired, all right, within the UK market, of course. So if you're willing to share your thoughts, please indicate with a raise of hand. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I want to believe we are all project managers here, and part of the core skills that we need to excel in this role is communication, stakeholder engagement. So we are not known to be shy. All right. So feel free, just for a minute, just share your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think before we dive into the topic proper? Anyone that is bold enough to share their opinion, share their thought? Please confirm you can hear me clearly. I want everyone on the call to confirm they can hear me clearly. Use an emoji, use a thumbs up, just confirm you can hear me clearly before we proceed. Or are you guys scared of confirming? You think if you confirm you can hear me, I will not ask you to answer the question. I won't ask you, just confirm you can hear me, all right? Let's relax. So if you confirm you can hear me, I will not put you, I don't worry, I won't put you on the spot. Just confirm you can hear me if you can. With an emoji, all right? We are about 14 on the call at the moment. Just 2 persons have confirmed they can hear me. I want to be sure that we are all on. Awesome, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I will take it slowly, all right, so we can understand the crux of our conversation tonight and then leave this session, well informed and equipped. Okay, so as the topic implies, PMP, Prince2 or portfolio, what actually gets you hired? So before we get into all of that, okay, just for the sake of anybody on the call that is not familiar with my organization, so I'm representing Amdari. Okay, Amdari is an innovative platform designed to revolutionize how aspiring tech professionals build their careers and gain practical experience. Okay, so in a nutshell, Amdari is a platform that helps you, gain work experience. All right, so that's what we do. And we provide these platforms across different tech career paths, from data analytics to data science to data engineering, business analysis, project management, SOC, ethical hacking, governance, and we're introducing product design and all. Okay, so that is the company I'm representing tonight. I'm Dari. All right, so if you know about us, you can Google us, you can follow us on LinkedIn, you can check us out on Instagram, Google us. Okay, so this is one of the co-founders of Amdari, Adeza Suleiman. You may have seen many of his videos on the internet, where he always shares value as how, regarding how you can, make a career switch to tech. All right, if you're based in the UK or in Canada or in the US. All right, so Adeza is a data specialist, with over a decade of experience, working in the tech space, contributing to different industries and sectors, from finance to edtech to energy and automobile, across different countries and regions, from the United Kingdom to North America. We also have a Femina, who is also another data expert, all right, that has also worked, in different sectors within the UK and outside the UK as well. And we have Omoumi, Victoria Sampson. Omoumi is a business and tech executive, and with strong background in product development, software engineering, and she's coming with a depth of experience across multiple sectors, from the fintech to the edtech space, and she's also a marketing guru. So these are the three co-founders of Amdari, all right? And my very humble self that will be engaging us tonight. My name is Brown. I'm a certified Scrum Master with close to a decade experience in project management and product management as well. So I've worked across multiple sectors, from non-profits to mobility, health tech, fintech. And I also serve as a faculty member to a lot of multinational organizations like MasterCard Foundation, Faith Foundation. She leads Africa. And I currently lead the product department of Amdari, with expressions in the UK and Canada. All right. So today, I'm privileged to be engaging us tonight as we look at that topic, certifications or portfolio. What actually gets you hired within the global workspace. So what are we going to be doing today? So today we'll be looking at why PMP or Prince2. Why do people prefer, why do people decide to go for PMP over Prince2, or why do people decide to go for Prince2 over PMP? All right. We'll also be looking at certifications or portfolio, what actually gets people hired at the end of the day. All right. Then we'll also be looking at the Amdari Work Experience Internship. I'll be breaking it down on how the Amdari Work Experience Internship works and how you can take advantage of that. Then if you stay on this call towards the end, I'm going to, leave a special offer for us. Okay, so what are you going to be expecting at the end of this session? You will know what exactly recruiters look out for in a candidate. Okay, so if you're on this call, this whole conversation, I'll be speaking from the project management point of view. So if you're here and you have interest, or you've been trying to land a job within the UK as a data analyst, a business analyst, cybersecurity specialist, or any other tech career path, yes, you can stay on the call. You can give one or two things that can enrich your experience, or you can also ask questions. But please, I'm a PM, so this conversation is strictly, driven from the project management perspective. All right. Are we good up to this point? Am I clear? Are we clear? Am I running too fast? Let me know if we are following with a thumbs up, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So why PMP? So let's just get into it first. Since nobody wants to share their perspectives, I'm going to, open the conversation. All right. So there are multiple certifications, for project managers. There is the PMI, there is the PMO office, there is PMP, there is Prince2. There is also the Agile certifications from Scrum, PSM to, Safe Agile. A lot of certifications out there, for project managers. So, but why do people go for PMP? All right. So one of the reasons people go for PMP, so let me just explain, is PMP, is developed by the Project Management Institute. So if you're here and you're a complete novice and you're wondering, okay, which certification should I go for? All right, because there are a lot of certifications out there, competing for your attention. So which one exactly should I go for? So there is PMP that is developed by the Project Management Institute in the US. Okay, PMP is globally recognized, which is one of the reasons people go for PMP. It has a global appeal, it has global acceptance, within the UK, North America, Africa, wherever you are. Okay, so it's based on the PM book, Project Management Body of Knowledge. All right. It's an ideal choice for professionals who want a flexible, process-driven approach to managing projects across various industries and have the ability to adapt methods depending on the situation. It's best suited for experienced project managers who want a comprehensive understanding of all areas of project management. Okay, so that's PMP. All right, developed by PMI in the US with a global appeal, global acceptance, and also offer a flexible option, to experienced project managers. Then for Prince2, okay, Prince2 is very popular within the UK market. It's originated in the UK and was developed by the UK government. It stands for Projects in a Controlled Environment. Project in Controlled Environment, and it's widely used in the UK and Europe, all right? Particularly in public sector projects, but it has gained global recognition as of today, all right? But it's big in the UK. So if you're in the UK, Prince2 is a big deal, all right? If you're looking at, pursuing your career in the public sector and all, right? So these are the reasons why people decide, okay, should I go for Prince2 or should I go for PMP, all right? So if you're within the UK, it makes sense that you go for Prince2, all right? Even if you want to go for PMP, you can do that later, but Prince2 gives you an edge, all right? So that is that, okay? So, but let me just rule out some fun facts. So I just thought to put this together because there is something a point I want to drive, with this fun fact. So statistics has it that 1.2 to 1.4 million PMP certification holders exist worldwide. Like globally, all over the world, we have about 1.2 to 1.4 million people that are PMP certified. Okay. Out of that number, approximately 12,700 PMP holders are resident within the UK. 12,700 PMP holders are resident within the UK. Then 44% of Prince2 certificate holders in the world are residents in the UK. I couldn't get the data for the general figure, for Prince2 certified and professionals, in the world, but whatever the figure is, the statistics has it that 44% of that figure of guys or professionals that are Prince2 certified are resident in the UK. All right. So what does that tell us? Yeah, people, are going for certifications. People are going for PMP. People are, signing up for, Prince2 and all. All right. But at the end of the day, a lot of people keep applying for PM jobs, but no one calls them back. Nobody's getting back to them. All right. There are some persons on this call. Either you've done a master's in project management, or you have a certification in project management, or you've done some course, but you have been applying for a PM job within the UK, and you've kept getting a rejection, mail back to back. So why is that? Why is that? Even with all of the statistics I have shown, but a lot of professionals keep trying to break into this tech market, with their certifications, and yet the rejection emails keep piling up and piling up. So I don't know if that is you, if you're on this call, or for some persons, you've not even done a certification, but you're thinking with the idea of pursuing a tech career in project management, and somewhere at the back of your mind, you're also thinking of, okay, should I do a certification first? All right, what are the hurdles I need to cross before I start applying? All right, I need to start applying. So if I start applying, what are the things I need to do? So for some of you, you have it on your bucket list already to, tick off one of these certifications, either a PMP or a Prince2, before you start applying, because you feel or you believe that that is what is standing between you and your next job. Now, but I'm going to show you something, all right? Permit me to stop sharing this screen in this format and share my entire screen. I'm going to play a video for us. All right, so yeah, I'm going to be playing a video for us. So this is one of my mentees, Michael. Michael is based in the UK. Okay, so I just want you to hear from Michael. You know how it's been for him. At the time, trying to land a PM role within the UK. So it's just 50 seconds. I wouldn't want to play the whole video. Just 50 seconds. Let's see. Before I proceed with the video, please, can you confirm you can hear the video I just played? The volume is audible enough. Can you confirm with an emoji before I go ahead? I need a confirmation. Can we see the video I just played? Yes. Okay. Okay. Can't hear. Let me try it again. Let me try again. Sorry.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. I joined the Amdari May cohort team for the project management internship program.
Can we hear it now? I paused it now, but can we hear it? Awesome. 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 Thank you. Awesome. But let's get back to the video.
So far, it's been really, really insightful. I decided to go for the internship because I noticed that in the UK job market, for you to be considered, for any role, it's pretty much impossible if you don't have your, the work experience, work experience. But I've had my master's in project management, and I decided to give Amdari a try. So far, it's been really good.
Okay, so I don't want to play the whole video. I don't want to play the whole video. Like I said, this is Michael. So Michael has a master's in project management already. All right. And he also uses LinkedIn. You can check him out on LinkedIn. At the time, he was also Prince2 certified, but he had this same challenge. He kept applying for project management roles, trying to secure a PM role within the UK, and he kept getting tons of rejection emails. So what's the problem? All right, what's the problem? Some of you might be saying, okay, I've acquired certifications, but I don't have work experience. So recruiters can't trust you, all right, or they are not trying to hire you or something. So what exactly is the problem? All right, so this is the problem. All right, this is the reason why somebody like Michael that I just played his video can have a master's in project management, have a certification like Prince2, and kept getting tons of rejection email. This is the reason, all right? So the reason why recruiters don't trust people with certification alone without work experience or without portfolio is one, lack of demonstrated practical experience, okay? Certifications are nice, either PMP or Prince2. They are great. So if you're considering getting one, awesome, that's fine, all right? But also understand that the certificates, does not, demonstrate practical experience. That's one of the the shortfalls of a certification. And secondly, it will be difficult to assess your quality and consistency if you are just presenting certification or what you are coming to, the field, the competition with just a certification. It will be very difficult to assess your quality and consistency. All right, certifications might prove that a candidate has passed the test, but they don't reveal the quality or consistency of the candidate's work. All right, it might prove that you've passed an exam, you've passed a test, but it doesn't in any way reveal the quality or consistency of your output. Okay, a certification can sometimes reflect only on candidates' theoretical understanding or training. All right, so there may still be gaps between the knowledge that you've acquired and the skill, the actual skill that you have. All right, so these are some of the reasons why recruiters still don't trust you if you send your CV, apply for a job, all right, and all you have is a certification to show for it, or if you're even lucky enough to land an interview, after the interview, nobody gets back to you. All right, this is probably because there is no enough work experience, all right, to convince the recruiter that you are somebody that can be trusted. So what exactly are recruiters looking for? Basically, recruiters are looking for portfolio, which is equal to work experience, and that is exactly what gets you hired. Portfolio that you can build from your work experience, and that is what gets you hired. All right, and why is this so? A portfolio showcases actual work, projects, or accomplishments, allowing recruiters to see how a candidate applies their skill in a practical, tangible way. All right, so if you are thinking about getting a certification, or if you already have one and you're wondering why it's been proven difficult for you to land a job in tech or as a project manager, it's not because you don't have masters, it's not because you don't have a certification. It's basically because there is no work experience. You don't have any portfolio. You don't have any proof of work, all right? And it might have worked in Africa, all right? But within the UK, within the US, within the Canada market, you need verifiable work experience to be able to, break into the tech space in those markets. This is not to say that certifications are not good. This is not to say that PMP are not necessary or Prince2, all right? But they are not prerequisites. What is prerequisite to you landing that next tech role or that next project management role is your portfolio, the work experience that you have, all right? So if you're lucky to land an interview, all right, it is the work experience that you have that will drive the conversation during the interview, not the certifications, not the masters you did in any of this field. So where and how can you gain work experience without a job? All right, a lot of persons are wondering right now, so how do I get work experience without a job? How do I build a portfolio without a job? Okay, so there are a couple of things people have tried to do. People have tried to, work on some projects on their own, just to have some practical experience of some of the things they've studied. Some others have started to jump on some boot camps, to see how they can, brush up on the skills, just to test out the knowledge they've acquired. There are a couple of solutions out there, so by the end of the day, none of those solutions offers you the work experience that recruiters are looking for. Okay, so if you're on this call and you have a certification already, excellent, that's good, all right? But you need work experience. If you're on this call also and you're thinking with the idea of pursuing a certification before you start applying for a job in the UK job market or in the Canadian job market, I will appeal to you to pause and pursue work experience first, all right? You can always pursue certification later, even on the job, but a work experience, a portfolio gives you an edge in the job market much more than a certification. Okay, so in that your bucket list, I would want you to prioritize, gaining actual work experience. because that is what recruiters are working. That's what they're looking out for, and that is what is going to set you apart in the job market. Okay. Are we following? I need to get a thumbs up. Let me be sure I'm not speaking to myself. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. I need more persons. I need more engagements. I need more engagements. So if you have questions, feel free to indicate. If you have, thoughts, comments, feel free to indicate, and I will, call, yeah, I will allow you to speak. You have the floor. So how can you gain this work experience? That's the $1 million question. How do I get work experience without a job? I need to get a job to be able to gain work experience. All right. So yeah, like I mentioned before we got into this conversation, I'm representing Amdari. I lead the product department of Amdari, where we help people gain work experience across multiple tech industries. So for me, I oversee the project management, business analysis, DevOps, product design. Okay. So I want to, before I get into how you can gain work experience, without having an actual job, I want you to meet some of our Amdari consultants. By Amdari consultant, I mean people that have mentored, people that have passed through me, through us, all right, who we are where you are before. They've sat, they were in your shoes before, wondering what next big thing they need to do to get that breakthrough as it concerns getting a proper job and leaving, the entire UK job market, the rat race and all of that. So I'm going to show you some of them, not all, because I don't want to bore us with, playing videos. You're going to be getting this slide at the end of my session, so you can actually take your time and watch some of the videos, even check out some of these guys on LinkedIn, connect with them, interact with them, even ask questions. Okay, because the road that you're about to apply, people have gone on that route, people that have gone that route before. So it makes a lot of sense to ask questions, and then avoid, the mistakes others made. So this is Martha. Okay, so I'll be playing Martha's video. Permit me to, okay, just permit me to do this. So Martha also had a master's in project management. Martha is based in Manchester in the UK. Also had a master's in project management, but hasn't been able to secure an interview. He has been applying and applying and applying and been getting tons of rejections, tons of unfortunately very shortlisted and all. So until she was able to add work experience to all of our educational qualifications. In less than 3 months, she experienced the transformation that I'm talking about. So I'm going to just do this, the only video I'm going to play. And I'm going to send you the slide. If you want to watch every other testimonial, every other videos, you can also do that at your own convenience. But I want us to just converse, and so that people can have time to ask questions, and so we can interact. I'm going to share my entire screen so I'm able to play the video. I don't want us to have any technical glitch. Please, guys, confirm you can hear the video. If you can hear the video, thumbs up. If you can't, thumbs down. If you can, if it's audible, thumbs up. If it's not, thumbs down. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael. I joined the Amdari May cohort team for the project management.
Sorry.
Ini saling masalah saya lain, no? Amin.
So guys, is it audible now? I paused it, but is it audible now before I proceed? Okay, good. Thank you. So I actually want to get to Martha's part. All right. So I will just skip some of these introductions and get to Martha's part.
This is Amdari.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael.
My name is Olani Stanley, a data analyst. Hello everyone, I'm Ken. I'm a business analyst consultant with Amdari.
My name is Martha, and I was part of the May project management cohort at the Amdari apprenticeship program.
Hi everyone, my name is Damilola, and I'm here to share my experience as a data analyst training with Amdari.
I am here to give honor to whom honor is due.
We'll be giving live projects to work on, real life projects to work on, and also a lot of tools that I haven't come across or used in my DD work. So it's been a very good experience. It's been great. It's been challenging because it is pretty much like a second job, and it would push you, and it would push you to actually do better.
Now, the reason why I'm here is because I've just landed a leadership role interview with one of the big councils in the UK. And this is very huge for me because it's always what I've wanted to do. It's a leadership position, and that's in the line of what I've always wanted to do.
It's been a really awesome experience, and I started in November last year, and right now I have landed myself a senior role in procurement, and it was it's at the training I got from Amdari.
All I'm saying is that this is huge for me because I have been applying for jobs. I have not even gotten one interview. And just the one time I got an interview, I got an interview in a leadership position. That is huge.
Okay, guys. So that's exactly what we're talking about. All right. She's been applying and applying like most of us are currently doing and getting tons of rejection. All right. Because she was missing one thing, which is work experience. Not just work experience. Sometimes it's actually UK work experience, because some of us have work experience from wherever we are coming from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Cameroon, from India. We have work experience, all right? But sometimes these recruiters are looking for people that have UK work experience, all right? And that was the missing link in her CV, that hasn't been able to land her an interview or a job until that gap was closed, all right? So this is a sneak peek into Martha's journey, all right? And like I mentioned earlier, once you plug this gap, everything happens so fast for you. Like Martha, all of this happened in a space of 3 months. Once she was able to come on board the Amdari Work Experience Program, All right. I don't want these are WhatsApp chats, WhatsApp screenshots between I and Martha. All right. So just this was you could see the conversation. She was struggling, with a bit of the the projects that she was working on, that she was deployed to and all, and but this is May. You can see the date. This is May. This is June. Between May to June, there is already that transformation. That she was able to land an interview and a senior role within Manchester. All right, she was able to build that confidence, not because she acquired another certification or because she did another course, simply because she decided to acquire, gain work experience. So she had enough stuff to talk about, during that interview. She had enough stuff to, put in her CV, to show that she actually has work experience working as a project manager or a project management consultant within the UK. All right. This is also Francis. All right. So Francis, I'm showing you all of these guys so you understand that whatever you're trying to do or whatever challenge you're facing, whatever crossroad that you're at the moment, people have been there, all right, and they've been able to make decisions that took them from point 0 to 100, from point A to point B, right? Francis as well. Francis had a certification, PMP, and all of that. Kept applying for jobs. Nothing was going on. He was just working the warehouse job, the healthcare jobs, and all. Until he came on board the Amdari work experience program for project management. I worked with him directly. All right, we worked on projects directly. He was deployed on projects, and in a space of 3 months, this is the message he sent me. I just got a call from Deloitte that the interview was successful. Started onboarding in August. To God be the glory. Good morning, sir. So this is just a WhatsApp screenshot between me and Francis. This is LinkedIn. You can also check him out. Check him out on LinkedIn. Connect with him. For in this space, it's very important that you connect with people. All right, because your next role might just be one referral away. All right, so that's why I'm putting all of these things, and you're going to get this slide, so you can take your time, check these people out. They might even be in your city. All right, you can connect with them. Get some kind of advice. It helps you get some level of clarity. All right, so he landed a job with Deloitte in the UK, not just any company, but with Deloitte. What did he do? Simply gain work experience. All of his masters in Liverpool University, all of his certifications, wasn't able to achieve that for him. But when he decided to take that leap of faith to gain work experience, it made the whole difference. And he landed as a project management role within the UK. All right. So these are just snippets, charts between me and Francis. The reason why I'm attaching some of these charts, so you understand that I don't know the level where you are. We might be thinking that I know nothing about project management, or I know nothing about cybersecurity, data analysis. This whole thing is sounding so difficult. In fact, where I am now, it's going to take me 1 year or 2 years to be able to get to this point. But it's not true. It's not true. All right. There's nobody on this call that is an idiot. Forgive me for using that choice of word, but there's nobody on this call that is an idiot. Yeah, all you're trying to do is to make a migration to tech. All right. You've been an expert somewhere else. Some of you back in Nigeria or back in India, you were doing something. You have a thriving career. You're a professional. All right. So you're just trying to make a career switch in tech to you're trying to make a career switch to project management or data analysis. So that doesn't make you an idiot. All right. So you have lots of transferable skills. Okay. You have transferable skills that the recruiters are looking for. But what we are trying to do is, what has been setting you back is that those transferable skills, you've not been able to acquire, UK work experience or Canadian work experience, that could have, give you a vantage point, or put you in a vantage position when, conversing with recruiters. So that's why I'm showing all of these things. So you understand that, it's not rocket science. People have done it. People are currently doing it. As I speak to you right now, there are consultants, This is not a training. That way, what we do is not a training. I'm going to explain that in a jiffy. So we call our applicants or our students. Let me just use words. We call them consultants. All right, because they are not students. This is not a training. It's a proper work experience program. You are deployed. And simulating a proper work environment and working on real business problems, providing solutions to real business problems. All right. So that's why they are called what's it called? They are called consultants. All right. So why does what is it about Amdari's consultant that makes it easy for them to land a job within the UK or Canadian market? What do we do differently from every other solution that is out there? Because I line out, there are other solutions out there that will try to either sell you one more course or sell you one more certification and all of that. But what are we doing differently that is helping our guys secure these jobs within the shortest possible time? Number one is that we are simulating a proper work environment that gives you that, work experience that you've been lacking. So our guys work in a cross-functional theme. What do I mean by cross-functional theme? All right, just you find in the proper workspace, a cross-functional theme. When you join Amdari, you'll be working on it. You'll be deployed to a project where, as a PM, you'll be working on a project with people from, engineering, product design, business analyst, and all. All right, they've mastered industry tools as well across all. Multiple tools. From Jira to Power BI to Asana to Trello to ClickUp to MS Projects. And we're not just exposing you to one tool, because as a consultant in Amdari, getting work experience, you'll be working on multiple projects. So the plan is to expose you to different tools while working on those different projects. All right, so that you can have multi-tool competency. Okay. Now they've also gained hands-on experience with projects. So when they are put before an interviewer or put before a recruiter, they are not just mumbling theories. They are talking about engaging and having conversations about projects or problems that they have actually solved. All right. Now they also have a portfolio to show proof of work. This is what I've done. These are the projects I've worked on. And most importantly, we give, because it's not a training, all right? Because what we do, we don't like, it's not a training, it's not a school. So we don't give certificates. You're not getting certificates. Our consultants don't get certificates because, like I said, this is not another certification. You don't need another certification. You don't need one more. You don't even need any other certification right now. All you need to get that job is work experience, all right? So at Amdari, what we give our guys is not certificates. We give you a globally recognized reference letter. All right. Reference letter is something that says, yes, I'm vouching for this person. He has actually worked with us. And yes, he has the necessary skill sets to add value to your organization. That is a reference letter. All right. And you can only get that from an organization that you've worked with. And that is what we provide our interns or our consultants, a globally recognized reference letter. And it makes all the difference. Okay, it makes all the difference. I want to show some just to have an idea. I wouldn't want to waste so much time on this, but just to give you an idea of some of the projects, the business problems that our guys work on, our consultants work on. All right. So I want to show you, just take you on a tour of our internship management system to give you an idea of what happens inside Amdari. Please confirm you can still see my screen. Please kindly confirm you can see my screen. Awesome. Thank you. So let me get back to the IMS. All right. So this is our IMS, the internship management system. So a lot of this might look a bit confusing to you, but it's very easy to navigate once you are onboarded on the Amdari IMS, okay, where you work on actual projects, from business partners, okay. So you have your dashboard, showing your ongoing project that you are part of, that you've been deployed to, okay. Everything is being tracked, from here. So I clicked on this project, for instance, a cohort analysis for assessing customer retention in an e-commerce industry. So this is a project for an e-commerce partner. Okay, so if you click on this, I don't know if you're going to hear it, but just a video introduction, from clients on what it's all about. Okay. Let me get back to internship as well. So this is what the internship platform also looks like. You can book office hour with your team lead. For whatever team that you are deployed to, you always have a team lead. All right, so you can book office hours with your team lead. Like I said, it's not a training. So the reason why we have office hours is while working on these projects, that you are deployed to, you might encounter some roadblocks, you might encounter some challenge, you might need some help with some techniques, some tools and all of that. You can book office session, office hour with your team lead. You can book office hours daily. There is no limit to the office hour you can book. So you can book it and have a one-on-one with your team lead, and they will explain and help, resolve any of the blockers that you might be having and all of that. Okay, this is your portfolio. While you're working on some of these projects, you're populating your portfolio, and you have a lifetime access to this portfolio. A lifetime access. You can always share the link to your portfolio, put it up on LinkedIn, share it with any potential recruiter, add it on your CV. So people can even just, when you send your CV, they will just click on the link and see a list, a lineup of projects that you've worked on. This is what recruiters want to see. And this is why, what is making the difference between the people that have been applying for jobs and not getting it, and the people that are getting these jobs in a very short time. So that is the our IMS platform. I wouldn't want to waste so much time on these as well. So the biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenge many candidates face is credibility. Many candidates, you have the skills, some people have the skills, but employers, especially in the UK, often can't verify how those skills translate to their work environment. All right. And that is where Amdari comes in as a structured organization. If you join Amdari as a consultant, at the end of your internship duration or project duration, you are going to get a reference letter that puts credibility on your skill, puts credibility on your certification, puts credibility on you as a professional. And the interesting thing about our reference letter is that you are entitled to it for 2 years. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that at the end of your internship with us, or you are done working on your projects with us, even after 2 years you've left Amdari, you can always come back and ask and request for a reference letter, and you're entitled to it. You're very much entitled to it. So these are just some of the examples. Remember, I mentioned Francis. I mentioned Francis earlier, one of my guys that landed a job with Deloitte. Okay, this was Deloitte's reference request. They sent to me personally, employment reference request from Francis Afoa via Deloitte. So this is me, Dear Brown. My name is Brown. Dear Brown Ozoku. Your details were provided to us by Francis Afoa as an employment reference for the application through Deloitte. All right. So Deloitte sent this for me to, provide credibility to vouch for Francis that all he said he did while working with Amdari, he did that, and that all of the skills he said he has, that he actually has that. And yes, of course, He's my guy. He passed through me, so I was able to provide a reference, and today he's working with Deloitte. This another reference, they just had to screenshot some so you understand how this works. We get these reference requests, all right, and it makes all the difference for you. So this is not a certificate program. You don't need one. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, you don't need another certificate. All you need is practical work experience, or to be more specific, you need a UK work experience. Amdari is a UK company, registered at a UK consulting firm, and that is why our guys are consultants working with Amdari for the duration of their projects and build up a portfolio that makes them marketable. So another interesting thing about Amdari is that we're not just focusing on you getting hands-on experience in terms of your technical skills or the core of your career path. All right. We also focus within that period of your internship. We also invest heavily on employability skills. All right. We provide you CV review and revamp. Okay. While you are, doing your internship, we review your CV immediately. So because while you're working on those projects, you are getting the work experience, and we are reviewing your CV to ensure that it matches your new you. All of the experiences, all of the projects you've worked on will be added to that CV. And also beyond the CV, we're also going to be doing LinkedIn optimization, all right? Because the essence of the whole LinkedIn optimization is that for some of our guys, recruiters have entered their DM and made an offer, all right? So your LinkedIn needs to be optimized, to match your new you, okay? For some of these guys, for some of you, there's a disparity between your CV and your LinkedIn. And that's why at Amdari, we just don't, optimize your CV. We also try to do that for your LinkedIn, all right? We also help prep you for interview. We prep you for interviews when you have interviews. We have mentorship sessions where you have, conversations every week with a job readiness experts, where we have conversations on how you can ace your interviews and all. Then, like I mentioned earlier, we provide you with job reference letter. Then, most importantly, we provide our guys with on-the-job support, all right? Because sometimes, like I mentioned, you see the lady I mentioned earlier, Martha, that landed a senior role. You have been applying for some junior roles, not getting any interview, applying for intermediate role, not getting an interview, but just going through Amdari work experience program and having her CV, her LinkedIn optimized, she was able to land a senior role. So sometimes people, get into the senior role and they are scared. How am I going to cope with this and all of that? Amdari is here to provide you what we call on the job support. On the job support basically is helping you, all right, help you learn on the job, all right, provide some on the job support until you are able to stabilize and take care of things for yourself. This is what we offer our guys, all right? So that is how I can guarantee you and tell you for free, because I have a lot of these guys have passed through me personally, not just through Amdari as an organization, but through me personally. Okay, you can check me out on LinkedIn. My name is Brian Osoko on LinkedIn. You can check me out on LinkedIn, all right? And I'll be more than willing to work with as many of you that are looking at landing a job in project management in the UK. If that is not your dream, fine. If that's not your goal, if that's not your immediate goal, fine. But if it is your immediate goal, I am personally committed to working with all of you or any of you, all right, that needs to land a job as soon as possible, all right? But you need to gain that work experience, all right? And you can join our next cohort coming up February 10th, because I want you to take advantage of our Cyber Monday sale that is still on, all right? Cyber Monday sale that is still on, starting from £100, £103. It's actually very affordable, £103 per month, all right? So the duration of our internship is 4 months, 4 months internship, all right? And you're able to, okay, I just got a win that, these discounts, if you want to take advantage of these discounts, you can actually start January 10. This coming Saturday, a new cohort is being onboarded January 10th. A new cohort is being onboarded January 10th on Saturday. So, because after that Saturday, this discount will no longer be attainable. All right, it will no longer be attainable. So, if you can join that next cohort, January 10th, which is this Saturday, a new cohort is being onboarded. What I mean by a new cohort is there are a new set of consultants that will be joining Amdare to gain work experience, UK work experience, working on real business problems, gaining practical experience for the next 4 months. So that next cohort is starting February 10th, and you can join by just securing a spot for yourself with £103 only. £103. If you miss that, our actual amount for internship is £500. £500 for the entire 4 months. All right, for the entire 4 months. £500 for the entire 4 months. But if you take advantage of this Cyber Monday sale, you can actually pay £310 for the entire 4 months. Not just paying £310 for the entire 4 months. You can actually secure a spot and pay in installments by, first of all, depositing £103. It is going to make a whole lot of difference in your career. It's going to make a whole lot of difference in your quest to leave those regular jobs and secure a proper, sponsorship job, tech job, a job that pays well, a job that gives you the flexibility to take care of your family, to live the kind of life you want to live, a job that gives you that ample time, all right, to be able to plan effectively, all right? So I want to believe that if that is who you are and that is where you are at the moment, you're going to take advantage of this. Like I mentioned, you can check me out on LinkedIn. I have a couple of success stories of people that have passed through me, through Amdare, all right, that have gone through this path that I'm encouraging you to go on now. And they have their testimonials, and we are, screenshotting their LinkedIn, so you can actually check these people out. They're actually real people, and engage with them. Okay, so like I said, they're going to be sharing the document, this slide with you, so you can take your time, click on all of these videos and check them out. Also, go visit our YouTube page to also, see some other videos. All right. Any questions from anyone? Any questions? Any thoughts from anybody? So, okay, yeah, go ahead, Abigail.
Hi, good evening. Thank you very much for this very interesting and insightful presentation. The question is just quickly, is this the same work experience internship that the co-director, the co-founder of Amdare had last month in December? Is this a breakdown of what we're going to be doing for the 4 months internship, or is this something different?
Is the breakdown is the same?
It's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just giving details on the PMP
Yes.
and Prince2. So
Yeah.
what's the difference between the two different is it
The
modules?
PMP
Is this?
What?
Yeah, what's the difference between PM? Are we doing both modules together, or what's the difference?
Okay, so yeah, probably you missed the beginning of the conversation. So we are not offering certification. We are not a certification company. So the whole conversation is around what is much more important in helping you land the job. Is it the certifications or the portfolio? All right. So by certifications, I mean, is it PMP or Prince2 or portfolio? What gets you a job in the UK? All right. So, and the whole conversation was centered around, demystifying the whole thing about certification and all of that. The most important thing is portfolio, which is work experience. And that is where Amdare comes in. All right. Some persons on this call already have certifications, but they've not been able to secure even an interview, let alone a job.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Some persons here are still thinking of what certifications to go for. They don't want to start applying for jobs because they feel, I don't have a certification, so why should I apply for a job? They won't call me.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking that it's because they don't have a certification, it will reduce their chances, but it's not true. All right. From experience, having worked with multiple people and having worked within this UK job market, I can tell you for a certainty that experience trumps certification over every other time. All right. Certifications are nice to have. Experience is a prerequisite. Work experience is a prerequisite. So that's where Amdari comes in. Amdari is not teaching you PMP or Prince2. Amdari is providing you a platform to gain work experience. Is that clear now?
Yeah, that's very clear. Yeah, that's just what I needed. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Any other question from anyone? Clarifications, thoughts, comments?
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, you have the floor.
Yeah, so I just finished my master's degree in organizational project management. So I'm coming into this so blindly. I don't know how to use any project management software. I don't really have any job experience, even from Nigeria, because I came almost immediately after my NYSC. So would this be a good fit for me? Because I know you were saying you are sure that almost everybody here is already a professional, they already have work experience and all that, but I don't fall into that category in any way.
All right. Okay. So it's also a very good fit for you. Okay. You did a master's in project management. Do you want to pursue a career in project management or
Yes, I do.
You want to, right? Awesome. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So you've learned project management theoretically. Okay, so coming into Amdari, you're a good fit for Amdari because you have theoretical understanding of project management. Okay, so when you come into Amdari, you will now be deployed to gain practical experience. So for all of the tools that you mentioned, that is why we have office hours, we have drop-in sessions. All right, there are experts that will be working with you, to help you get a hand of all of the tools that you need to work with. And in a space of, trust me, those tools are not rocket science. All right, in a space of 1, 2, 3 months, you've mastered them. All right, and we're going to also work on your LinkedIn and also optimize your CV. Okay, build up your confidence so that you don't stand in front of a recruiter and tell them that you don't have any work experience, even from Nigeria. Please pity me, help my life. Do you get? So they are going to help you achieve all of that. So you're a good fit for it. And also, when you come on board Amdari, I would like to keep in touch with you and then work with you closely to see that you achieve your dream in a very short time.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, they were posting a link for us to make payments. Is there any way we can pay after the session? Maybe like tomorrow or next tomorrow?
Yes, you can book Clarity. To make payment, kindly click on this link. Jennifer, can they use this link tomorrow, next tomorrow, or would they just book Clarity? I don't know. Yes, they can. Okay, so you can still use the link and make payments tomorrow every day.
Okay, thank you.
Just copy the link and save somewhere, your device. You can use it and make the payment tomorrow.
Okay.
The discount ends tomorrow, Ireland. So just take advantage of the discount, so you don't get to pay £500. All right. Any other question from anyone? Any other question? Any other clarity?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, Ason. I'm sorry. Please pronounce your name for me.
Asunya.
Asonya. Oh, you're welcome, Asonya. Please ask your question.
Thank you. I would like to know, personally, I'll be taking the business analyst program. However, I don't know if there's a possibility for me to be coached in the area of product portfolio management.
Product portfolio management. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so You're currently on Amdari as a business
No,
analyst.
I'm currently on 10 with 10 analytics.
Analytics. Okay,
Yeah,
analytics. Okay, you're undergoing a business analysis course with analytics, right?
a data analyst course with 10 analytics instead.
Data analytics, not business analytics.
Yeah, not 10
Data.
analytics with data.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have
So
a
why?
background.
So why are you looking at moving to product management?
This is because first I've worked as a product owner for 1 year,
Product
and now
owner.
yes, as a product
Okay.
owner for 1 year. But I'm coming to Android because I want to I want to continue building my skills in business analytics. And now I want to be coach as I want to have a little coach in portfolio product management because I have um, an interview on the line for that.
Okay. So the thing is, we don't have a career path called portfolio product management in Amdari, all right? But it's a specialty of product management. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you're a product manager, whatever name they now want to call the specialty, you're a good fit for it. All right. So what we can do at Amdari is, I wouldn't want you to start pursuing that as a career. All right. Even as a business analyst, you can, as a business analyst, you can still apply for that portfolio product manager role. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, because you have a lot of transferable skills as a business analyst. So what we can do is at Amdari is that we can prep you for that interview, prep you for it. If you have an interview in the pipeline, we can prep you for it. I can prep you for it myself as well. I can, make myself available, prep you for it myself, so you can go for the interview. You cannot think because of one interview and start pursuing just a little specialty as an entire career. All right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah. So business analyst coming into Amdaria to come and gain work experience as a business analyst is still very much in order. All right. So when you do that, you can ask for me. I'm ubiquitous in Amdaria. Just ask for me, and then somebody will share my contacts with you, so I can prep you for that interview. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, and I'll do that.
You're welcome. Abdullahi, your hand is up. You have the floor.
Sorry, who did you say? My name is Firdaus. I'm not sure what is showing on that end.
Oh, sorry. I was mentioning Abdullah. Oh, sorry. Forgive me.
That's my surname. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
So my question is like, if you happen to have like previous tech skills and not having experience, but you have certificate, like you mentioned earlier, do you have to do the whole 3 months if you feel confident within a month or two to start taking interviews? Who judges that in terms of like when you're prepared? Even though maybe you've paid for it already, but if you feel confident, how early can you start taking interviews?
Awesome.
That's my question.
Awesome. You're my kind of person. Why do I say you're my kind of person? A lot of persons come on this project, not a lot of persons. Some persons come on this program and they lose focus of what the goal is. For me, and any other goal-oriented person, for me, the focus for Amdari is to get a job. All right. So if you come into Amdari today and you have the confidence to, start attending interviews in the next week, I'm available. We are ready for you. All right. So, but in terms of structure, if you don't have any prior work experience, all right, Amdari is structured in a way that it's a 4 month program, but you must have completed 1 month so that we have, so within that 1 month, we believe you must have done at least 2 projects, all right? So we have something that we can optimize your CV and your LinkedIn with, all right? Then you can start applying for a job, all right? That is Amdari, okay? So, but me personally, if you come on board Amdari as a PM, all right, and you show the hunger, you show the tenacity and the drive that you want to start getting your hands dirty immediately, I personally will make myself available within Amdari to see that you can start applying for jobs. And if you get an interview, I will also prep you for the interview. So to answer your question in a nutshell, we are ready whenever you are ready. I don't know if that is clear.
Yes, it's clear. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other question before we call it tonight? Any other
Just a little
question?
question. Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, and you spoke about your mentee Francis working at Deloitte. But I see on this LinkedIn that it was at Two Sisters Food Group. Is it the same? Is there a partner for Deloitte?
Sorry, I'm coming. Just give me a minute.